All right, well, that Delta was really fun. I actually went out and flew it again before the sun went down yesterday just because it was so much fun. But alas, it's time to go on to another build. Oh, I don't want to do this. And this plane is so fun, I actually keep one around full time in EPP, and that's the Nutball. The Nutball, much like some of their other planes, uses just two servos, but this uses a rudder and an elevator. It has polyhedral built into the wings, so as you turn and let off, it actually will self-correct itself. So basically, as this wing turns, this one increases lift, this side loses lift, and it settles back to normal. If it rocks this way, this one increases lift, this one loses lift. So basically this thing is just constantly correcting itself. Now this one can be constructed on one sheet of foam board using Flight Test's plans. So you can go on flighttest.com, download the plans for free. I actually print the plans out and glue them to poster board. Makes it easier to transfer the plans and copy them. But literally it is just a circle and the tail. Now I can actually cheat today because I already have a foam board one built and cut. It took me about 5 minutes. But it's so quick and easy, I'm just going to do a time lapse of the build. Unlike the builds the last 2 days, I'm just going to score cut the control surfaces. So if you look here, I've cut through the foam on one side, but not through the paper on the other side, which gives the paper this hinge. And then I usually go up with a hot glue bead and swipe it clean. It gives it a relatively solid hinge, as well as on the elevator here. I did not cut through the paper there. I cut through it on this side, cut my bevel cut, and I got this hinge here. One thing you will not need to do from the flight test plans if you build it like I built it today is cut these. These are for the power pod on a flight test plane, and you probably won't need to cut that. I'm going to stick them wherever they fit using the servos that I've been reusing the past few days. I will stick the motor mount up here though. Yeah, let's get to it. All right, now one thing I was negligent in mentioning is these two marks here down the sides. There and there. I'm also going to score cut. What we're going to do is we're going to I find a book usually that's about 1.5 to 2 inches thick. I'll score cut these. I'll lay the book on the bottom. I'll lay this on top of the book, and I'll bend these down and hold them on the ground while I run hot glue in this seam here. And that's going to hold that polyhedral there, that bend of the wingtip. So let's do that now. These plans are about 19.5 inches around, and our CG mark is about 5 inches back. All right, and now it's time for electronics. And the battery is going to be a little different as well. The battery that we used the past couple days is a 2200 3S. And while this could maybe fly it, it doesn't have the surface area of the past few planes that we had. So we're going to use a smaller battery. So depending on what it takes to balance at 5 inches back from the nose, we're going to go ahead and use an 800 3S, maybe 1000, depending on what it takes. So yeah, it appears that the 800 is going to balance it just fine. With this plane and its performance, as you'll see when I get out there, the lighter you fly it, the better. Like I said, it could fly at 2200, I think, pretty sure. I think I've done it before, but lighter is better, so you go with whatever you have that's the lightest. So battery is on, we're ready to go. I'll see you out at the flying field.